Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Both been here too long. You can't go back to Ireland or Poland or England, and I can't go back to Africa. And we will live here together, or we'll die here together. And it's not I am telling you. Time is telling you. You will listen or you will perish. What white people have to do is try to find out in their own hearts why it was necessary to have a nigger in the first place. Because I'm not a nigger. I'm a man. But if you think I'm a nigger, it means you need it. The question you've got to ask yourself, the white population of this country has got to ask itself, North and South, because it's one country, and for a Negro, there is no difference in the North and the South. There's just a difference in the way they castrate you. But the fact of the castration is the American fact. If I'm not the nigger here, and you invented him, you, the white people, invented him, then you got to find out why.
When the slaves were freed, it was not out of the kindness of slave owners and the government's heart. It was through sheer fucking force. They didn't wake up one morning and say, enslaving human beings is wrong. Let me fix this and then let black people go. No. They woke up begrudgingly after a bloody and divisive civil war in which slave owners and the Southern government fought tooth and nail to keep us in bondage forever. And then they were forced to let black people go. Because that night that the war ended, just like the nights that followed, they went to sleep wishing that black people were still being forced to work their land, tend their children, clean their clothes, cook their meals, forcibly bear their children, and die under their direction and hand. So they devised a plan to enslave us again and get free labor because in their minds, that's what God intended. This plan was to create laws so small an offense, but so large that the smallest misstep would trap black people. Once black people were caught, we could go again and provide slave labor through their prisons. They didn't care about age. We could be 80 to 8 as long as we were providing the free labor to build their nation. A black child's age wasn't a problem. Whenever we got too happy, too comfortable, too prosperous, too human, they made concerted efforts to put us in our place. They came in the form of riots, lynching, burnings of whole towns. But we continued on, determined to carve out a life for ourselves out of nothing, and we did it. Even under Jim Crow, black people did it. And once again, their fury over a black person not rolling over and dying turned into redlining, denying us home ownership, segregation of everything, violent and deadly voter suppression. Because lest you forget, they never ever wanted black people to be free. So many black people fled in terror, not a happy migration to the north, where we were met with a different form of hate. But as different as it was still hate, backed with an unending supply of racism. We were pushed into ghettos. Once again, we were met with redlining, denying us home ownership, segregation of everything, violent and deadly voter suppression, and the always present rage when black people gained a step in the world. But once again, black people refused to be beaten. So we built our communities, created our art, made our music to move nations and generations. We got college educations and safe spaces. We took care of ourselves and our own. But even in that, we still believed in love and forgiveness. So we opened our hearts, pushing for change and inclusion. We will fight just as hard for our human right to equity as you have to have kept us enslaved. So if you like this video, hit like, and put a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you're thinking.